Today we'll be talking about my movie, The Watchers. Throughout the planning process to create the movie The Watchers, I came up with many other names such as The Withering Wilds, Midnight Timberland, The Veiled, but I believe that The Watchers conveyed the sense of mystery and foreboding the best out of all of them and made the most sense to use. I believe that The Watchers was the best choice of title for my movie, as it gives the audience a taste of what the movie will be like, therefore allowing them to decide whether they want to watch it or not. The name The Watchers is also very basic, therefore anyone around the world can understand what might go on within the movie. This therefore creates a larger base of people that can watch the movie and have access to it, therefore making the movie's records better. I created this shooting script prior to filming so that when it came down to filming, I could focus on primarily shooting the best content possible for my movie. The shooting script also allowed for me to picture what the movie might look like prior to filming. It also helped me organise staff, camera equipment, and the time of day. The movie The Watched was my primary influence to my movie, and I base a lot of it off of a few key scenes from this movie. One of the main things that influenced me from this movie is the fact that the main characters don't know what is watching them and what harm it has towards them. The production company that will be streaming my movie The Watchers is Netflix, as this is a high value movie that will get the best return via Netflix as it has a large audience. The exhibition company is my own personal company, Noelzard Studios. The movie The Watchers was filmed off an iPhone 11 which had a gimbal strapped to it to allow for smoother content, as well as a ring light to make sure that the characters were well lit and clear throughout each scene. Because my movie is set in a darker environment, sometimes the content we filmed was not the clearest or too dark. Therefore, we used DaVinci to edit my movie and make spots and scenes less dark and clearer. We did this by increasing exposure, contrast, and overall brightness. I wanted to create a horror movie because I believe that it is the most powerful genre out of all, because of the way it evokes raw emotion and explores human fear. Because of this, I think it is the most interesting genre out of all, as the impact it has on the audience is the greatest compared to all other genres. My movie was shot in a dark environment within a forest which had loads of foliage, as this gave off a creepy, ominous sense of feeling. My character throughout the movie appears to be alone, but isn't, but cannot tell due to the dark forest and the foliage all surrounding him letting in barely any light. This makes you question whether it's a mental game, and whether this character is being seen as through mentally, or whether it is real. Another key factor to why I decided to film in a dark forest is because I have one locally accessible to me. Therefore, I can film new shots if some aren't correct. My target audience is for those people that have that thrill-seeking mindset and are fans of suspenseful, adrenaline-pumping entertainment. These are often adults, and due to my movie being full of gore and jump scares, the age rating of The Watchers will be 18+. When it came to the costume design, I instantly knew that the costume had to be fully black, as this gave off a kind of darker, muted, kind of eerie mood rather than any sort of vibrant colours, as well as his face being covered, giving off that unknown sense. When it came to sound design for The Watchers, I knew that certain sounds have to be amplified, such as the important ones, whether they're footsteps, door openings. It's normally the small parts that make the horror movies scarier. Throughout watching The Watchers, you can tell that certain soundtracks are being amplified to stand out more to the audience, to build tension between them and the movie.